Website traffic rankings, important things to understand. Your website traffic rankings are an important factor in determining the success of your business. It's critical to understand what factors into these rankings and how you can improve them. That is why we're going to break down the most important things to keep in mind when it comes to understanding website traffic rankings. To begin with, to better understand website traffic rankings, you have to look at the data in context. It's important to compare your site against other sites in the same industry and area. For instance, if your site is trying to rank first for digital marketing agency in Michigan, it'll be difficult, especially if all the other sites in your area are also digital marketing agencies in Michigan. The second thing to keep in mind is that rankings change over time. So, don't be too concerned if your site isn't ranking as high as it used to. You want to look at how fast your site is growing compared to others in its field, but also make sure you're not being overtaken by a competitor who's doing better than you right now. Next, when it comes to traffic, you need to understand that the number of people visiting your website is not necessarily an indication of how successful it is. A lot of factors come into play when it comes to ranking a website, including the following: how often it's updated, how much content there is on the site, how many external links point to the site. So, while a high-ranking website may seem like a good thing, you shouldn't necessarily assume that it's working for you. Instead, make sure that your site has all the necessary elements in place so that Google knows what your site is about and can find it easily when someone searches for something related to what you do. Finally, you should know that different search engines use different algorithms when determining which sites get listed first in search results and which ones get listed lower down. For example, Google uses its own algorithm called PageRank, while Bing uses another one called RankBrain. The amount of traffic a site gets from these two platforms can vary significantly depending on these factors. So, it's important for businesses to understand what works best for them in terms of SEO strategy when considering where they want their sites ranked on each platform. Gain a better understanding of how your website is performing. Visit linkdaddy.shop now to better understand how website traffic rankings work.